I just bought my first house at 24. It's a small, isolated cabin near the edge of the Blackwood Forest. The price was unbelievably low. I mean, suspiciously low. But the real estate agent just smiled and handed me the keys, practically running to his car afterward. When I walked into the kitchen for the first time, I found a single piece of yellow paper pinned to the fridge. At the top, in messy red handwriting, it said, "Rules for surviving this house. Do not ignore them." I laughed it off as a prank from the previous owner. I really wish I hadn't.
The list had 3 simple rules. Rule number 1. Keep all curtains completely closed by 9 p.m. Do not look outside, no matter what you hear. Rule number 2. If you hear a gentle knocking on the front door at exactly 3:15 a.m., do not answer it. It is not a person. Rule number 3. The basement door must remain locked. If you ever find it open, leave the house immediately and never come back. I crumpled the paper and threw it in the trash. I spent the rest of the day unpacking, setting up my gaming PC, and completely forgetting about the creepy note. Night came quickly. At around 11 p.m., I was sitting in my living room watching YouTube. The house was dead silent. Suddenly, I heard a sound coming from the backyard. It sounded like crying, like a small child weeping near the edge of the woods. My heart dropped. I forgot all about rule number 1. I stood up, walked over to the glass sliding door, and pulled the curtain back just a tiny bit to peek outside. The moon was bright enough to light up the yard. There was no child. Instead, standing completely still by the tree line was a tall, unnaturally thin figure. It was facing the woods, away from me, but the moment I pulled the curtain, its head snapped completely backward, looking straight into my eyes. I slammed the curtain shut and backed away, my hands shaking uncontrollably. I grabbed a baseball bat and locked myself in the bedroom. I didn't sleep a single second. I just sat on the floor, staring at the clock. 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m., 3 a.m., and then the clock hit 3:15 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. 3 gentle, slow knocks came from the front door downstairs. It sounded so polite, so human. "Hello? Is someone there?" a voice called out. It sounded exactly like my mother. But my mother passed away 5 years ago. I covered my ears and squeezed my eyes shut, silently begging for morning to come. The knocking eventually stopped. When the sun finally came up, I carefully walked downstairs. The front door was still locked. I let out a massive sigh of relief. I survived the night. I walked into the kitchen to make some coffee, my brain trying to convince me it was all just a nightmare. But then I stopped dead in my tracks. The coffee maker was right next to the basement door, and the handle was slowly turning. The door creaked open about an inch. Out of the darkness inside, a pale hand reached out and gripped the door frame. I didn't pack anything. I just ran. I'm writing this from a motel 100 miles away. If you ever see a cheap cabin near Blackwood Forest, keep driving.